Hello, everyone. It's Monday. It's 6:05 Eastern Standard Time. It must be time for episode 105 of Clash of the Podcast. Today is Monday, September 2nd, 2024. Here on the East Coast, school's about to be back in session. It's Labor Day. And all I see people talk about is remember this a year ago with CM Punk? Remember, let it go. Find some wrestling you enjoy and focus on that. I'm so tired of hearing about the past. It hurts my soul every time I hear that CM Punk ain't in AEW anymore. I'm sad too, guys. But guess what? Move past it. And that's what we're here to talk about. Clash of the Podcast. We got some interesting stuff lined up for you. Little Bash in Berlin review here with me and Sean, giving our thoughts about it. We are also going to be having a wonderful chat about AEW All Out. We're going to talk about the matches on the card thus far. I do expect more to be added this week. We haven't had any 0 hour announcements, and there's a little giveaway happening. In the chat, use hashtag Clash All Out. And you will be entered into the contest. Now, we're going to ask you again because you got to stick around till the end. Shout out to Mike. Sean, did you want to tell Mike what he won?
Mike Feezy, man, I don't know if you were still in the chat when we signed off on Thursday night, but you are or were and are the winner of our Bound for Glory 2024 contest, man. So make sure you hit me up in the DMs, whether it be Instagram or Twitter or X, and we will send you that code, man. You are going to be watching the biggest pay-per-view in TNA history for free. Compliments of Clash of the Podcast.
Yes, and All Out's on the line tonight, so make sure you guys get in here, stick around with the conversation, and get it in. And we got a little wrestling news to sprinkle in there. Sean, did I miss anything?
You didn't miss anything, brother. You just kicked it to me because that's what you do. You're Jason Kidd, and you're prime Jason Kidd, and I'm prime Amari Stoudemire, and that's the bottom line. So at the end of the day, Conrad, drop that thing. So, guys, I just want to open up with a little announcement. My name is Cody Rhodes, and I just want to say this is the post Bash in Berlin press conference, guys. And I just want to say, that we're here at Clash of the Podcast. Sean's not here right now, but on behalf of Sean, I just want to say that Sean and Triple H are out watching their daughter graduate from college. So I'm going to be filling in for my best friend Paul Levesque to let everybody know how wonderful of a pay-per-view Bash in Berlin is, because I'm such a company guy. It doesn't matter that I took a hammer to the throne about 4 years ago and disrespected WWE when I was this alleged person that was going to reshape the face of professional wrestling by creating AEW. But now, 4.5 years later, I'm here sitting in Triple H's chair while he's out, and it's just a wonderful thing that he's going to watch his daughter go to college. So what I want to say is that Bash in Berlin set every record in the history of Berlin, Germany wrestling, and it was just a wonderful night to be a part of World Wrestling Entertainment. Did I mention that I'm really happy to be a part of World Wrestling Entertainment? And I just want to say that my name is Cody Rhodes, and I have WWE tattooed on my arm. I just want to let everybody know that WWE is the best place to be, and I'm so happy to fill in for Triple H, Mr. Levesque, that is, to say he's out of town. He's watching his daughter go to college. So I'm here to fill in and be the corporate ass clown that he is. So once again, thank you guys for watching Bash in Berlin. My name is Cody Rhodes, and have a wonderful evening.
I was warned, but not fully warned about that. Welcome, everyone, to 105 Clash of the Podcast. Welcome. Let's get through these shout-outs, man. We got a lot of people in here right now. Joel jumps up to the top with a $2 super chat. Says, Happy Labor Day. Happy Labor Day to you, sir. Let's hear about All Out. we will be talking about All Out, so make sure you stick around for that. Clown says, happy holidays, everyone.
Same to you, Clown. Happy holidays, brother.
Appreciate you, Clown. Sir Quill says, what up, Conrad, Sean, and chat? Your boy Sir
Willie!
Quill is back to enjoy my two favorite bros, CJ and Hubbs, for episode 105 of the dopest wrestling podcast out today, Clash of the By God podcast. Gives us some hashtag love. Appreciate you, Quills.
Appreciate you.
Ray Thompson says, happy Monday, guys. Hope everyone had a great weekend.
Ray, watching you and your family, Ray, on Facebook is one of the highlights of my day.
Ray, much love to you, but we might be beefing over this opinion if it's what I think you're putting here. Bash in Berlin gets an A for me. You had 3 matches that could have main evented, as well as one of the better mixed tag matches I've definitely seen. Definitely a top-tier B show. All right, I saw your other opinion in the Facebook group. I'm watching you. Bash in Berlin, you giving a lot of high praise now. I thought it was a good show. I'm not here to say nothing bad about it, but we'll see. We'll see. Quill says, I have to be real that WWE surprisingly put on a good back-to-back PLEs. Now I wonder the consistency can continue because now the expectations are raised, but we all know that aren't met. Bash in Berlin gets an 8.5 out of 10, mainly due to Rhodes and Owens. Punk, McIntyre, Gunther, Orton. They were very good matches. Surprisingly, the right call was made when it came to Bianca and Jade won the women's tag team titles. They should have never lost in the first place. Hopefully the same mistake isn't made again. And NXT No Mercy, I forgot about that show. I watched it last night, though. Solid 8 out of 10. Axiom and Nathan Frazier becoming 2-time tag champs. Jada Parker was excellent. Hi, Miss Parker. Shined in defeat against Obafemi and Tony D'Angelo. Hands down match of the night. Big Obafemi fan. Any quick thoughts on NXT No Mercy? I think I have it.
I thought it was the best show of the weekend.
It was fire. I liked it. I enjoyed it. Mike Feezy from The Rock. It's The Rock in your area. Sorry. Mike, what's good? Appreciate you, fam. XG Dub in the house. Yeah, what's good?
No.
BJ says Odyssey Jones no longer. We're gonna talk about that. I think I have a graphic for it.
I was looking up some stuff. There's some conflicting reports, but it doesn't look good.
Yeah, we'll see. I might have to hold back a little bit, but you're going to get one of those. I'm going to jump the gun tonight, and I usually try not to do that. We'll see. Ray coming back. Punk, Drew, Gunther, Orton, Cody, Owens, Nemeth, Alexander, Obafemi were my matches of the weekend.
M. Leezy, Fo, Sheezy. Hello. Good evening, everyone. Hope you had a blessed weekend, and let's keep this week up for the 2 aces of our pro wrestling community. You are an ace as well, Emily. We appreciate you.
Yo, I just want to say something to friends who called during my show. You will be getting ignored immediately. In a minute, I might answer live on air because they're calling back. Let me see. Some great wrestling this past weekend. Roxanne, Jada Parker. Absolutely. Sean, do me a favor. Pick up for me here for a second.
Absolutely. So, Vinny, the only Vinny we like, he says, Happy Labor Day. Appreciate you being here. God bless you too, Vinny. We appreciate you being here. Always a pleasure. Looking forward to hearing a lot of things that you have to talk about along with the rest of the chat this evening. BJ says, I believe in Joe Hendry. Hope it's been a good extended weekend for everyone. Thank you, BJ. We appreciate you. Doug, teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie. He says, another Monday, another clash. I'm on my way back home from my aunt's house. Don't worry, I'm the passenger. Traffic's not bad. Perfect weather on the lake. That's what I'm talking about, man. Shout out to you. Joel, once again, with the Clash All Out, hashtag Easy E with the Clash All Out, hashtag Easy. I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate all the communication back and forth. You're a good dude. Sir Quill's in the building. Quilly with the Clash All Out. Shout out. Appreciate you. Teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie with the Clash All Out hashtag. Anthony Slate saying what up. Yo, Ant, appreciate you being here, man. And yeah, Conrad's back. What up, though?
Yeah. Rob, I see you. Punk is the villain. Stop trolling me. Derek in the house saying, yo, my guy Hubs.
My guy Derek.
Joel, I don't know if this is a tribute to Ron Simmons. I should have stayed up. I want to see BFG badly. Yeah. Awesome. So Mike knows. Sean's hair is on point, but the baldies always win. Hashtag bald life, man. Julia looked amazing, but where's the video pack? Listen, you said it, not me. I said I was going to take it easy on it. Everyone knew, though, huh? Maybe they're Stardom fans. I don't know. Sean all amped up. Conrad sipping that water without a care in the world. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Guy Will Gamble said, what's good, everybody? Hope all y'all are having a great Monday with limited labor today. I hope.
Guy Will Gamble, happy Monday, brother.
Hold on, am I saying this right? Primus will say. He said, just got in. Have I missed the chance at All Out? No, we're going to be doing that all the way at the end, brother. So, yeah, feel free to just jump in, but stick around. Stick around till the end, Primus. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit that like button, everybody, if you could. Robert Brown in the house from Lafayette, Indiana in the building. What's happening, y'all? What's good, Robert?
What's happening?
How to trigger AEW Glazers. WWE put on a good show. It goes both ways, brother. Yeah. And he just put the reverse right underneath it. Yep. They get mad. I think they're going too fast with Jay Cargill. We'll get into that. We'll get into Bash in Berlin. Guy Will Gamble says it was a decent show, but I'm in the minority. But I think the last two PLEs haven't been at standard set earlier this year. Okay. Let's see here. Hassan Terrell, welcome. He says, happy AEW All Out. Appreciate you.
Same to you, man.
Vinny, what's good? I didn't get a chance to shout you out. I apologize for that. McKinney says, yo, I'm here to talk wrestle with the Fire Live chat and the best in the game. They're not the coolest. They're not the best. They're just incredible. ECW Classic, EPW, and Hub. Let's freaking... I think that's supposed to be let's freaking go.
Yeah,
I hope I'm not missing something.
Appreciate you.
Ali and Sydney's promo. Sydney, the former Scripps. What was his other name? I can't. You can't change people's names 3 times and keep expecting me to remember all these names. What was his original name? The Carmella Sommelier, whatever he was. He was getting her champagne. You know who I'm talking about. Scripps, though, right? From NXT. That was his most.
I don't remember the name.
Yeah, Reggie. There it is. Boom, it just hit me. Okay. Snap Famous t-shirts on sale right now on Sean.
Snap Famous t-shirts are on sale, yes.
Reggie, Ali did give him a lot of props at that GCW show and put him over. I don't know if you had a chance to see that on Twitter.
I did.
Good job, Ali. Good job, Ali. Just seeing if we've missed anyone. Sean Spears stopped wearing that vest. Honestly, I barely watch NXT. I can't tell you the last time I saw Sean Spears. I know he had like a little group forming around him. Vinny said the international shows feel like WWE holds back because they know the crowd will be hot no matter what. Hey. Christian, thank you, good sir. Do you think Bryan Danielson winning the title was a good decision? Why would it be a bad decision, sir? I think it's fine. I'm not mad at it. Jocelyn. I don't know if we got her before too. Jocelyn said, Conrad Hubbard, the 2 greatest at their job. Appreciate you.
Jocelyn, always gracious and kind. I appreciate that.
Appreciate you. Christian,
real. Very consistent. Very real.
Where do we start things off from? Sean, where do you want to start? Bash in Berlin?
London, in Paris, in Tokyo. I believe in Joe Hendry.
You know what's crazy part? The intern knows that song, and last night when he showed up, he turned around and started singing it, and I was just like, "What is happening?"
It's so awesome. It's so you're building him up from when he's young. I love it.
Did you hear how he wrote the song though? Joe Hendry's a genius. He wrote the song backwards on purpose, like a lot of famous people do who have catchy hooks and stuff that catch on.
Okay.
Wrote it backwards on purpose so that people would eventually get it stuck into their heads. The chorus is written a certain way so that you're like, oh, everyone's going to wave. It needs a lot of audience participation. He wrote this like he's a genius. Like he figured like, boom, I got it. This is the song that's going to get me over every time. And look at when I saw an NXT show and I saw the most people ever doing the Joe Hendry wave and the dancer, I was like, Good for him.
Yep. But and to answer what we're going to start off, we should definitely start off with the news of the day. I think the potential news of the day. I think.
I was going to do Bash in Berlin and then merge it. So you want to start with news first,
Bash in Berlin, and then we can go into the real life behind the scenes.
Oh yeah, I got a lot to say about stuff coming up with that. Maybe I think it bleeds into it. There's a reason why I did it this way. The Bash in Berlin, Sean. Cody and Kevin Owens opened up the show. You gave your monologue for Cody post press conference and how you felt about it. I thought you did. Actually, I'm not going to lie. I think he does a better job at answering the questions than Triple H. I know that doesn't mean much to you probably in that circumstance, but I do think he at least answers the questions.
He's turned into a corporate sellout is what he's turned into.
I've always said it about Cody. He is a politician.
He's a corporate sellout. That's the word. That's the verbiage. Corporate sellout. He's nothing like his father. And I'm being very real. He's nothing like his father. His father was a renegade. Cody is a yes man. I said it, quote it, clip it, retweet it, repost it. Dusty was a renegade. Cody is a corporate sellout.
If you find out his story, though, and the background to it, and it makes sense, would you be okay with it then?
No.
Like, I think more people accept Punk because they know the background of Punk's story. And why he left.
Cody is a politician.
That's what I said. I've always said that. I just think that's who Cody is. And I'm not saying he's bad at it. He's probably really, really good at it. Like, he gets how to, here's the answer that I can say. Here's what I should do. Like I said, Triple H looks flustered sometimes when they ask him these questions. But let's go back to Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes. Cody has gifted Kevin a shot. He feels he deserved it. Kevin Owens references his bad knee in this match, Sean. The people were feeling Cody. I can't explain it. I couldn't tell you. But they got into this match. They made Kevin fight. But Kevin Owens, the guy who I never thought I would see this from, he couldn't take Cody's leg out from him. I was hurt. It felt like dumb babyface syndrome, as I like to call it. Like, dude, if you don't kick his leg out, he gave you the match. That's his fault.
Disgusting.
What are you... The booking of the match, or
no? This narrative that all of a sudden, because they're such good friends, that Kevin Owens picked his friendship with Cody Rhodes over being the WWE Undisputed Champion. It's the dumbest crap ever. It makes Kevin Owens look weak, and it makes me hate Cody Rhodes even more. It's the dumbest crap ever.
Well, you know what did I say last week, bro? They were laying it on too thick. You ain't getting no turn from that.
100%.
So I was just like, I hated that Kevin didn't just do what he would have done. If it was Sami Zayn, he's done it. That's your best friend. If it was other people, he would have done it, but he couldn't do it this time. So that's the story they're going with. And I know him and Cody are really close in real life, so I don't have an issue with it. I just think it didn't fit Kevin Owens' character. Like, Kevin Owens' character was, he is a prize fighter, right? Was that what we were always led to believe? Prize fighters will always do what it takes. They will knock out their best friend if they need to get that championship. So not my favorite match on the card, but I will say that it was quite interesting. Let's see here. Going to the comments, BJ said, now, according to Money, Bash in Berlin was the best show in history. They were bragging about the money. Yeah, I don't. What do you think, Sean, of the money brag? I don't like it personally. I know Cody went over those numbers in what you had mentioned before. Not a fan.
It's
insulting to me as like a fan if I was sitting in the arena.
Right, it's too much. It's too much, and it comes across as pretentious. Word of the day, pretentious. I'm not a fan, man. It just becomes really. It becomes real fugazi, man. You know, and I'm sorry. It makes me dislike the company even more. The people that run it, their champion. You know, for me, it's just another example of why WWE falls short because they just do not have a heart for the people. Wow, that's a catchphrase. Have a heart for the people.
Someone will have it on a t-shirt in no time. Terrell said, live according to WWE, Brooklyn was the highest selling arena. Now it's Berlin. Take that, Philly. Yeah, I don't know if these are badges of honors to be wearing, man. They're overcharging people, and I hope everyone knows this. That's why they're saying highest gates, but if it's in demand, it's in demand. I really can't say much if we're talking business. The Rose 2024 campaign. Dusty was a cowboy. Cody is a city slicker. That's accurate. Not a bad comparison.
Accurate.
More reasons. Vinny says more reasons as why Roman comes off more cool than Cody.
100%. Not even close.
Rhodes Owen, 9 out of 10, Quill says. Very enjoyable match between the two. Two great wrestlers, great back and forth action. Owen second guessed himself at times. Look, Quills, my only issue with the match was why didn't Owens have the killer instinct? He should have showed the killer instinct and still lost, I thought. But, hey. I dropped that IG for you in the chat, Mike. Let me know if it works. I don't know if it's clickable. Cody is good at the backstage stuff, wore a lot of hats in AEW, took a long time to fill his shoes. Yeah. I'm not mad at it. Like I said, I thought Cody was always the best EVP out of the four of them, being front and center. Owens didn't keep fighting, shaking my head, guy. Incredible WWE title match, but man, Kevin Steen would have taken out the knee. That's how I felt. Like, yeah. He would have kicked his leg out of his leg. You know what? I did feel a Brett and Owen vibe they were going for. It just didn't click as well. Is that the best way to put it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you felt the same.
Agree.
Stupid babyface syndrome, Derek said.
Yep.
He said everyone deserved it except for Kofi. I love
that. That was a good line. I'll give you that.
Yeah. Clown, chill. I can't even put that one up, what you said. McKinney said, like Ospreay the Tiger Driver, it's the same thing. Now we get round 2 at Bad Blood, especially with Wade Barrett saying that KO lost his killer instinct. Now, wait a minute. Sean, tell me if you heard what I heard. Didn't they say Solo Sikoa's getting the next title shot?
They said Solo was next in line. That's what I heard.
I don't know, McKinney. That's what I heard, but maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, the record announcement loses value at every press show conference, probably because they keep saying it, Vinny's saying. I enjoy to see companies that people win, but you lose me when it starts to feel like you're bragging about the win. They're insulting people.
That's where it's at for me. What McKinney said is exactly how I feel.
Here's how I feel, Sean. If you were like, let's say you're at WrestleMania 3, right? And we're like, Sean, this is the highest attended crowd. You feel like, okay, that's cool. There's a lot of people here. That was dope. Yeah. Versus you saying, like, this is the highest gate. And I'm like, oh, are you saying we're all dumb that we paid to come here?
That's what it sounds like to me.
Like more than in the past? Or what are you trying to say here? I don't know. It's just one of those, like, notches in the belts that people are going to be doing it.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah. E says Roman ain't a company man. 5 years and a couple cans of dog food say so. Conrad, on that Owens assessment, I will agree with you. Now, before KO could turn heel, Sean, do you? I don't think Kevin Owens is turning heel. I really don't believe
he's not. He's turned into a punk because he loves Cody so much that he gave up his title shot. That's how stupid this is. KO should have taken a sledgehammer to his knee and won the belt. But WWE and Triple H and the decision makers over there decide that, you know what, Kevin Owens all of a sudden is a humanitarian. When just 2 weeks ago he was ready to rip somebody's head off. That makes sense. But that's just me. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I haven't been watching the real Kevin Owens for the past 10 years. Or maybe Kevin Owens is really just a nice guy.
Christian says it's been a month and I'm still waiting for Kevin Owens. He needs to turn heel. It would be so much better. Him being a babyface is boring. Listen,
or at least an anti-hero. But this crap about I love Cody so much I would never take. It's in the confines of a match. It wouldn't even have been cheating. Let's think about this, Conrad. Kicking someone in the leg is not illegal.
That's what I'm saying.
So he didn't even want to do a legal move because he didn't want to take advantage of Cody's injured knee. Does that make sense?
I got what they were trying to get across, that he's a good guy now. He was battling himself, but it still looks like dumb babyface syndrome. I get it though. Some stuff you got to chalk up to this is wrestling stuff. So I understand it. Matt says Solo's next in line because the SmackDown roster is trash dookie. Yeah, with Roman's reign, he was hardly there, always cheated. Cody's been on shows and defending.
So what? T3Z, you know I like you, man, but I don't care about that crap. You're 100% right, T3Z, but it doesn't make a difference. Cody Rhodes is a straight-up cornball. Cornfield, can of corn, corn on the cob, whatever you want to call it. Corny. His hair is the right color, yellow, because he's yellow and he's a cornball.
We'll move past Cody because I have fears of what are you going to do from now until Rumble, now until Mania. How long are you going to stretch this stuff out for? How many times are you going to beat Solo Sikoa before people don't care? SmackDown's in trouble.
Randy Orton's going to be the next viable contender.
When's that move to USA happening?
September 12th, 13th, somewhere in that range.
What's this Friday? Hold on. Is this the last week? Oh, this is the last SmackDown on Fox. Here, look at the tears stream down my face as they censor people for shaking a sign that says crap on it or something. Like, I'm whatever. Goodbye, Fox. I'm over it. Let's go.
September 12th is when the change happens.
Yeah, and then the 13th it'll be acted upon, I believe, right? Yeah. That Friday. So yeah, it's coming up. So we got one more show on Fox. Let's get to the women's tag team title match here. Jade and Bianca versus, I almost called her KLR. That's not even her name. No, this is, you know what this is, Sean? This is from changing people's names. Stop changing people's names. You know, I called homeboy Nash Carter while watching NXT. I was like, is he Nash Carter or what's his name? Is it Zachary Wentz? Why do you have three names in this company? It's so confusing. Same thing here. Alba Fire, Isla Dawn. What'd you think of the tag match, man?
Couldn't care less. They should have never lost the belts in the first place. I'm glad they won them back strictly because they never should have lost them in the first place. Hopefully they'll do the right thing. Hopefully Jade and Bianca Belair will hold on to those belts until they face each other as champions at WrestleMania 41, which was my original prediction. But then again, that sounds like a good idea. So you know what that means. They're going to probably lose the belts to the essence of jobbery, whatever the team is on Raw that they call themselves.
We'll see. Someone on Raw's got to be next up. I don't know if it's going to be...
the essence of jobbery.
Is that your name for, what's it called? The Pure Fusion Collective?
Pure Fusion, a.k.a. the essence of jobbery, yes. They're gonna lose to them. Idiots.
You laugh. That does sound like a Job Squad type tag team.
Well, that's why I said it.
Yeah, so going back to this, how did you feel about Jade's answer in the press conference?
I loved it. Let's move on.
The AEW thing?
I loved it. Let's move on. I like AEW, but she needs to. What she's trying to do is, I don't think she ever should have left AEW. I'm on the record for that. But at the same time, now that she's moved on, she doesn't want to field any AEW questions. She wants to move on with her career.
Well, do you remember what the question was? Because I don't think AEW was involved in the question.
Vaguely, right.
Right. Then she got like, I don't want to talk about AEW. Then you didn't have to, though. I think she could have ignored that and just said, yeah, since I've been in WWE, the transition's been smooth, blah, blah, blah.
If you're trying to say that she should have handled it more, she should have handled it a little bit more professionally, okay, but I like the premise of wanting to move on from that conversation.
I guess she had to make it known in that point then to say, like, I don't want to talk about this anymore. I just thought it was a bad question to make that point on, if that makes sense.
That's fair. Fair.
Like, if someone would have said, like, yo, in AEW, how come, blah, blah, blah. Okay, then I get it. But in this situation, it was like, why are you so upset?
It was too vaguely of a worded question for her to have to be so specific in her answer.
And you're dealing with German reporters. Not everyone knows all of this stuff too. Like, I heard some of the names being called out. I was like, I have no idea who this is. No idea, but it's what it is, man. I'm going back to the comment section here. McKinney says Solo called his own shot, but Roman and Jimmy will stop him before Cody can accept. KO pops up and beats Cody down for bad blood. And I think we're just at the point. I told Sean, like, we know what we're waiting for at this point. That's
if you smell
the essence of corn. Please stop calling.
Thank you. That's Bully's my guy. That's why.
Just put the title back on Roman already.
Or Rock or Roman, either one.
Christian, I know this is your father talking here. Bring back WCW. No, it's over, man. It's over. Heel Cody, the indie version over this trash Cody. Tokyo says, "What's good,
100%, Tokyo? 100% Tokyo."
WrestleMania 41, Roman wins it back.
Rock wins it.
T Reigns is a bigger star. I don't know if you're talking about Roman. We call him Gomez over here. Don't use that name. Gomez ruined what could have been legendary. Zachary, whatever his name is, for the 2K models. Yeah, I don't know if we're getting him back. Quill said 7.5 for that tag team match. Yeah, I saw a lot of people saying the match was boring. Yeah, tag match was boring until the last hot tag. This wasn't it for me, but hey. Did someone just mention Christian and fathers? Oh, no. No. Jade should feel guilty. Maybe she'll eventually get her AEW heights in WWE. Maybe they'll get her to that spot. Let's get to CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. They had a strap match, touching four corners. Sean, you said you were a proponent of this, right? You like the four corners?
Yeah, the four corners is just a little old school. I'm an old school cat, so.
Caribbean strap match. Mm-hmm. Ringmaster. I'm going out there against you in the $1 Million Man. You see, this is the old babyface promo. Someone had to be a Savio Vega fan. He was getting a lot of good matches back then. Drew came out looking like Shredder. I don't know what's up with what he's got on his arms here, but Drew came out, did his thing. Punk, I kind of like that new Punk shirt. I'm not going to lie. And also a nice little tribute kind of to I know there's a slight modification, but this is similar to the All In 2023 attire, which I like that attire a lot. Not going to lie, I do miss the long boys for Punk. I thought he would wear them over here, but he didn't. But he was able to take down Drew by giving him a GTS every time he touched the corner post there. So he was able to touch all four corners with the GTS each time uninterrupted.
It was a good match. It was a good match. I'd be a hater if I said, everybody knows I detest WWE, but I'd be a hater if I said that this match was trash. This match was very good.
I thought it was better than SummerSlam match.
It was.
Let me ask you this. Do you feel like they've been holding back for the third match? Like, do you think it's the old school and Punk, like, don't hold back?
They're going to borderline murderize each other. I'm using a fake word so people don't think. They're going to borderline murderize each other in Bad Blood, yes.
Yeah. There was blood in this match, too. Shockingly.
Well,
maybe it was Hardway.
Maybe so. But no, they've been seen together, kayfabe, chilling in Raw and stuff like that.
Who put that picture out? Who did that?
Just saying.
I don't get it. Someone was like, take your bracelet back now. And whoever put that nasty picture up, too, of Punk kissing the bracelet, you know what you did. You're filthy. You're disgusting people. You saw it? You know where that was, right?
Oh, boy.
Get into it, man. Goodness gracious. Doug said I completely missed the PLED, but your guys' review was probably more entertaining. Come on, Doug.
Doug, I appreciate that. And B, you're right.
Punk's gear was fire. Put it in the game. I agree. I'm so angry CM Punk won. Will do my best not to anger Conrad. Punk sucks. Wow. I heard a lot of it today, Terrell. It's okay. It's usually from the AEW stand accounts. Punk smartly spamming his finisher to ensure the W. Best match of the night for me. You know what? This got number 2 for me on match of the night. So, and Quills is saying he thought it was an 8 out of 10 match for the strap match. Yeah. Punk and Drew beat the crap out of each other. McKinney says, other than this great classic style strap match, they didn't do the old school finish. Awesome match. Yeah, I'm glad they didn't do I'm touching the corner and you don't see me. You don't see me doing it.
They tried it, but they didn't end the match that way.
I think Punk knew that that's corny. Like, I think or I assume Punk's calling the shots in this, but I would hope they both know, like, don't do that anymore. That's corny. No one likes that.
What I'm saying is they did it. It just didn't end the match.
Yeah, that's fine to have a spot in there where you do it, but I'm just like,
Okay.
do not end it with that, please. Like, I was getting worried when he was carrying him and he started doing it. Mixed tag action. We got here the. Do we call them the Judgment Day? I guess we'll call them the Judgment Day
They are
versus
the
the
Judgment
Terror
Day.
Twins.
Be respectful. They are the Judgment Day.
It's that mustache. It just gets me uncomfortable. Just look at it for a second. Just
I'm
stare
going
at it,
on
Sean.
record. Dominic's
No,
the
Sean, look at the mustache.
It's
Look
rough.
at it. It's
rough.
curling. It's like sideways.
It's rough. I agree. It's rough. It's rough. Rough to look at. Liv isn't, so I'm not knocking Dominic for anything.
Could be a rough landing for Liv in this match as well.
All I know is that we were talking about the mustache, and then we said Liv might have a rough landing. Okay.
So
I just tied the two together. That was all you, Conrad. Stop being. You need to be a little more respectful, dude.
Hey,
You're talking about the man's mustache and then talking about Liv landing somewhere.
I was referring to this matchup because there were a lot of
Conrad. It sounded like you were being a bad boy.
You know what that means? It's probably true. But going into this, this match accomplished exactly what I told everyone it accomplished last week. I'm here. Throw me the flowers like Eddie Guerrero and No Mercy. Throw me those roses. It's all good, man. I told you this is what this was. The baby faces did what they had to do. This was Rhea's chance to get revenge on Dominic. That was it. That was the key to this match. That was the only time you were going to be able to do this to where it was going to make sense. And there's no payoff for just doing it one time on Raw. I'm sure they'll do it in the future because that's what they're going to do. But this was the big payoff for it. Happens there. I thought it was fantastic, though. I love the double Razor's Edge spot. They did really good in this. I think it secured a match with Balor and Priest and Rhea and Liv in the future. They all got what they wanted out of this. And look, Dominic's a happy man. All right, he got to do what he had to do in the match. He went out the same way when the Judgment Day used to beat him up. There he is.
Dom is on fire right now, bro. That's all I can say. Dom
Top tier healer.
You know what I'm saying? So it was a great mixed tag. They did a great job. Rhea's hot as fish grease right now. Liv is hotter than she's ever been. Dom is hotter than he's ever been. Damian Priest is hotter than he's ever been. All four people in this match are on fire right now.
It feels so weird that maybe they missed the opportunity with Priest. I don't know when he's going to fit back into the title picture again.
But
we'll
see. If he never is championed again, at least he had a chance to have it once. It's more than I can say for some people.
I felt bad, Sean. I saw some of your posts.
I know you did.
He's not even there. He's not even there. And they're cheering for him. Just crazy. I don't ever want to see Michael Hayes and cheese in the same sentence from you again, Easy. And I know it was nothing bad, but it just looked bad. Let me see here. Looking at the bottom half of that graphic. Pause.
I just want to go on the record. I would fight Paul Levesque if I had a chance. I would literally fight him. I'd probably lose. I am not a punk by any stretch. I've gotten into a lot of fights in my life. But he is like 260 pounds of solid muscle. God bless him. I would fight Paul Levesque for what he's done to Jey Uso. He makes me sick. I can't stand that dude, bro.
To quote the legend Tommy Dreamer, in pro wrestling, fat absorbs, muscle tears. Hey, Tommy Dreamer was just like, I ain't had that many injuries. I just wanted to let you know. Just letting you know. So I'm with you, Tommy.
No, but at the end of the day, though, it is what it is. Like I said before, I'm glad you brought it up, Conrad. They were cheering Jay, and he wasn't even there. So whatever.
Yeah. Man.
At this rate, Dominic Mysterio, I can name a lot of names. Dominic Mysterio, Braun Breaker already, LA Knight already. All these guys are going to get their first singles championship before Jey Uso ever does.
Dirty Dom, lucky SOB. Let's see here. Quill says 7.5. I thought the match was just okay. Cool spots at times. Too much Judgment Day interference for my taste. Right team won. Different stories may progress. Absolutely, they will. Mixed tag match was the excitement. Night for the crowd. Story is awesome. People are into this. Sean has been saying it for a while. Sean's more into this, I'd say, than me. But Sean's been telling you that this is carrying Raw. This is one of the top Raw storylines, and people are loving it. I feel like we're almost at. Do you think we're at the end almost though, to where it's like, okay, you guys got to get this to different things?
No, I don't. I think it's going to continue. I think this is going to culminate. Everybody's really focused on Survivor Series as it relates to the Bloodline, and that may be true. I think this Judgment Day thing is going to culminate at Survivor Series. In what way, I don't know. But I don't think. I think this thing is far from done. If it doesn't end a Survivor Series, how about Bad Blood, Hell in a Cell, Rhea, and Damian versus Liv and Dom in the Hell in a Cell? I don't think it's over at all.
People have said Rhea and Liv could technically be in Hell in a Cell if they wanted it
for the title. Like, let's do it.
They could.
And I'll give you a spoiler. I'd have Liv win.
Ooh, that'd be another rough one. But
this is my logic, Conrad. Look at me. My logic is that if somebody's doing well, you push them. But that's just me. If somebody's doing well, you push them. You don't leave them in the back. You don't take them off television, and you don't make them lose every title match they're in. But that's just me.
Delayed Grats, what's good, man? Welcome to the chat, man. Big shout out to you, homie. Hope things are well. Hope you had a good Labor Day weekend. Big shout out. So yeah, listen, what you're saying makes sense. I don't have an issue with it. Main event time. Let's talk about it. Bash in Berlin. Gunther. Why are you? No, we're going right on to him. Why are you shaking your head, sir? Why are you shaking your head? Gunther versus Randy Orton. I enjoyed this matchup. I thought that they did very well. I love the selling in this match. I like this match. It was very well done and put together. We know where this is all leading to. That's all I'll say. Go ahead.
It was a good match, but it was predictable as hell, bro.
I know you hate it. I know you hate it.
Of these, listen, there's only one match on the card. One on the entire card that you didn't know who was going to win. And that was the mixed tag. You knew everyone. But there was only one match that felt like a 50-50. Everybody knew CM Punk was going to get even with Drew McIntyre. Everybody knew that Jade and Bianca were going to win back the tag titles. Everybody knew that Cody was going to beat Kevin Owens, and everybody knew that Gunther was going to beat Randy Orton. This is terrible television. Why am I the only one who feels this way? This sucks. I am so tired of paying my hard-earned money to watch TV where I know everything is that's going to happen. My match of the night was Rhea and Damian versus Dom and Liv because it's the only match I couldn't predict. Everything else was so obvious. From the opening bell to the closing ridiculous credits where they're doing post shows in the freaking stands. It sucks. It freaking sucks. Every match, you know exactly who's going to win. Every match, you know exactly how they're going to win. Every match, from beginning to end, you know every single pay-per-view, every single PLE, predictable time after time after time after time. It doesn't deviate. There's no surprise. There's no sense of unpredictability. It's vanilla every single time. When you heard Cody Rhodes' music, you knew he was going to win. When you heard Bianca and Jade, you knew they were going to win. When you saw Kevin freaking Owens hit 5 stunners, we knew Cody was going to kick out. Did you think Cody was going to get pinned after the 75th stunner? No, because you knew that Kevin Owens was going to lose.
Yo, let me interject real quick. I just want you to know. I
I'm
have to
so
bring
sick
this
of
up.
this predictable hot garbage. How
Yeah.
dare you? How dare you talk about AEW in a negative light? At least there's some suspense to AEW. At least there's some sense of unpredictability when it comes to AEW. Every freaking week on WWE, every month on these ridiculous pay-per-views. I'm not calling it a PLE. I'm sick of that freaking crap. It's a pay-per-view. You know why? Because you have to pay to view it, you freaking morons.
Easy, Sean. Easy. Listen. Derek was so disgusted at the two stunners. I think you had messaged me right at that during that match. And I was like, Derek is mad that Kevin Owens used two stunners and Cody kicked out. He was like, what happened to this move? That move used to mean something to me. Like, what has happened to this move? I was crying. So listen, if we're comparing batting averages, I'm not going to lie this year, bro. If Triple H is, let's just say Triple H is at the top. He's Bobby Witt Jr. I'm Aaron Judge, bro. Like, I'm not going to lie. I've been crushing it on pay-per-view prediction contests for WWE. I'm like, I got this in the bag. I don't know. Let's go to the chat. Let's see how they're feeling, if they're in agreement with Sean here. Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, Texas Death Match. Oops, wrong promotion. That's not happening. I don't even think they would call it that. Guy Will Gamble said, I fell asleep during the main. Gunther might as well have had me in the chokeholds. I feel when they planned this match, Randy said you could chop me a few times. After that, I'm taking out the arm. No more chops. This was a hard-hitting world title match. Great first title defense on PLE. Let's see here. It was a slow-paced, very old-school match between Orton and Gunther. I like predictability, but when you are a Cena and Tom Brady fan, you enjoy predictable things. Listen, I told you, Ray. I said it again. I'll say it to everybody in the chat one last time. Predictability to me is not bad. It means you know where stuff is going. I can understand Sean's frustration, though. If you think you know, there's not a
Conrad, I'm sorry, Conrad. Conrad, I'm sorry. Conrad, I love you, brother. I'm sorry. No. This is the problem, okay? Let me explain something to you. I'm going to use real easy numbers for my benefit so people like myself and everybody else doesn't get confused. If the pay-per-view's on the 30th and on the 1st, you say it's going to be AJ Styles versus Cody Rhodes. It's going to be Kevin Owens versus Cody Rhodes. It's going to be Doink the Clown versus Cody Rhodes. We know who's going to win. It doesn't matter what Quilly says, respect to Quill. It doesn't matter what E says. It doesn't matter what T3Z says. It was a fantastic match. I don't deny that. From bell to bell, they're both technicians. We know they can freaking wrestle. But we know the result before the match even happens. How is that good for...
But Sean, people are showing up and spending the money too. You cannot deny this. It is there. They are coming out in droves. I can't say anything more than that. Would I like for them to do some different stuff? Absolutely. You mentioned, listen, I'm going to bring it up one more time. Sean is a huge Jey Uso fan. If you watch what are those pre-show things called that they do now on like Friday? It's not a kickoff. Thank you. They've been watching football. So they're doing a kickoff show, right? And Jey Uso's being chanted for. Why do you not have more than 5 matches on the PLEs? I don't understand this. And they doubled down on it. You saw this week. They said, well, it's working for us, so we're going to keep doing it. Okay, have fun. You guys were complaining when it was NXT. That's different. That's completely different. NXT didn't have that many people on the roster to worry about. You have a lot of people. You are starving some people who need this. They need this. That's just how I feel about it. Like, people need to be on those shows. You're not doing a service to Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, only featuring them on SmackDown once every 3 weeks in a big match, or sometimes it's a meaningless match. Like, I just don't get it. Matt saying, so Sean, you're saying WWE is predictable? There was way too many kicking out of stunners. T-Ferg, what's good? What up, fellas? I watched NXT last night. I follow AEW and NXT more than the main roster shows. Both have better in-ring performances than Raw or SmackDown. Ooh, Tifa coming with a hot take. Not really, but I respect it. Delayed Grant says if your TV shows are predictable, that's okay, but I agree. PLE should contain more surprises. You're not the only one, Hubs. Jocelyn says, we know you don't like WWE,
Sean,
so let it out.
It's not about not liking WWE, McKinney. It's the reason why, which I just went off about. I'm so tired. You know what the word of the day is, Conrad? I don't think I've ever used this word before. It's lazy. It's lazy. I mean, I don't know why people don't pick up on what I'm saying. WWE, Triple H, Bruce Pritchard, whoever you want to put in front of me, they don't care what you want. Are you telling me that there wasn't a better match they could have put together for Cody Rhodes over the last 5 pay-per-views?
I think that they do a job of telegraphing to make people want the long-term story. Are you excited for Rock Cody? I am. I'm like, okay, cool. That's something to look forward to. But guess what, Sean? We know Rock ain't here to build it up. So now you wait. And while you wait, you kind of know what's going to happen. Does that mean Cody's matches are bad? No. I told you the issue is how SmackDown did the draft. You don't have enough people for him to face. It's sad. You're now talking about just turning people. Oh, let's give this guy a match. Let's give that guy a match. That's fine. But the roster's not strong enough. Now we're going back to Solo again? Didn't we all just tell you? You don't have Roman Reigns surprise this time, so what are you going to do? I know that's not the main event. It can't be. You'd be a fool to do that. Mike from The Rock agrees with you about Triple H's booking. BJ said I got bored during the main event. Lewis says Dominic Mysterio versus Dragon Lee versus Ilya. That must be the new matchup here for what they're doing on Raw. When Hubs is ranting, get it. When the podcast goes wrong, listen, Sean's going to speak his mind. He can say whatever he wants on here. WWE knows their audience, which is why people are still showing up. Touche. People just spend just the ride, waving WWE the hottest it's ever been. Straight lies. WWE mostly just families at the shows, not true wrestling fans like us. Ooh, harsh.
Salute.
You know who's got my favorite phrase about casual fans? Are the casual fans in the room with us right now? Are there casuals in here? Because I often wonder, what does that mean? Did Gunther turn face? Dominus is wondering. No, sir. He did not turn face. Gunther is still doing his thing. They did have a handshake at the end. How'd you feel about that? Was it fine because it was in Germany, Sean? Or did you feel... You're muted, by the way.
It's in Germany, so I'm fine with it. But I don't think he turned face, though. I think he'll go back to America and be his normal self, which he should be. I don't want... The last thing I need is another world champion kissing babies and hugging grandmothers.
Right. Only match for Cody in his run that have any intrigue was the Solo match. Ooh, I don't know. Largely because of Reigns. That predictable outcome led to lack of intrigue for me. McKinney says business sense, you're only paying $9.99. I think it's more than $9.99 now. I think is it $12 for Peacock?
13? It's up a little bit. It's like $12.99 or $12.
Yeah,
$13.99.
For 5 or 6 matches is cool, and yes, I'm paying $50. I need 8 minimum. That's what I'm saying. AEW and them have different business models. AEW trying to make sure you see everybody that you need to see on there. That's the key. That's the key, in my opinion. So it's a good thing when people are singing and doing the wave during your main event. $13.99, Joel said. Thank you. It just went up. So $14 a month you're paying for it.
That's a good point that he just made.
Go ahead. No, drop knowledge, bro.
Nah, because it's like, this is not 1985. So the wave, I mean, I know they're a little different over in different countries, and I mean that in the best possible way, but it kind of gives off that they're not into the match the way they should be.
Do you feel the same way if it happened at an NFL game? I'm only saying this because I went to a preseason game and we did the wave, I want to say, it had to be 4 or 5 times during the preseason game.
During the preseason game.
Right, and the starters weren't in. So should that be seen as what are you doing? Or is that you're just having fun?
Well, let's just use your logic and talk about that for a moment. You're at a preseason game watching third stringers try and fight for a job, and they're doing the wave. You're watching the World Heavyweight Championship match at a pay-per-view, and they're doing the weights. What does that tell you?
Interesting put. What do you say overall for Bash in Berlin, Sean? Solid show. Like I'd say B plus. I wouldn't argue it too much here.
It's a B, I guess.
Solid for whatever they had to do. Like I said, I know some people didn't enjoy it. I just wanted to show this picture of Randy Orton getting sweat chopped off his back because Gunther's got
great job by you getting that picture.
Shout out to WWE.com. Next up, let's talk Nia Jax, Sean. You asked for a moment to discuss Nia Jax once again from her, what was this, a street fight match on SmackDown.
Yeah. I want to acknowledge Guy Will Gamble's comment. Ain't no waves at the Super Bowl. That's exactly my point. Thank you for that, Guy Will Gamble.
Hey.
So yeah, I wanted to bring it up. I mean, I'm tired of doing the whole Nia Jax bashing thing. Look, she's definitely regrouped from her previous indiscretions. This is more about a WWE management thing for me. You're really putting people at risk. Now, again, I'm saying this with the utmost. Matter of fact, I'm going to preface this by saying I think that Nia Jax is a beautiful woman. She's a beautiful woman. She's also a big woman. Being big doesn't mean that you're not beautiful, okay? So don't jump on me. I'm being a whatever the word is. No, that's not what this is. My point is this. That's the bonsai drop, whatever word you want to use to call, whatever the terminology is today that she calls it, whatever. It's the bonsai drop. Maya Yim is inside of a trash can, a very thin, flexible trash can, but a trash can. I'm sure her hands and arms are over her face while she's in the trash can. But at the same time, Nia Jax, that would be inappropriate to guess her weight, so I will not do that. But she's a big woman. She clearly did not brace herself on that bonsai drop. Her feet were off the ground. And when I mean off the ground, what are you talking about, Sean? It's obviously off the ground because you jumped off the second row. That's not what I mean. I mean, when she landed, she did not brace herself by having her feet touch first. I'm just trying to say, this looks very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. And somebody should step in before somebody gets seriously injured. Seriously injured. It's getting a little bit concerning for me how she executes this move. And I can't blame her for that anymore because it's been going on. What happened to Valkyria at Queen of the Ring shook me to my core. That was devastating. And I don't mean wrestling devastating. I mean, it looked dangerous.
And here's the crazy thing, Sean. I think people have been saying this is Nia Jax's best work. Like, honestly,
what did I say? I wasn't trying. I'm not disrespecting Nia Jax.
No. But I'm trying to put this all in one thing because I get what you're saying as far as the bonsai drop, but I haven't heard anyone complain either. Like nobody's saying,
which is weird. Which is maybe I'm wrong. And Guy Will Gamble brought up, and Guy Will Gamble was hitting it out the park today. He said maybe it was a padded can. Maybe. I hope so.
I don't. Like I said, I don't know enough about the magic behind that move. If Yoko was coming down on me, brother, I would be afraid. I'm not gonna lie. I'd be like, "Oh, here it comes! Here it comes!" Yeah. That's all I'd be thinking the entire time. Maybe they do the same with Nia. Maybe their sternums are just strong enough to take it. Like, go ahead.
I'm just very concerned. I'm very concerned because it definitely makes me concerned about the safety of the wrestlers. That is a devastating maneuver. It would be devastating if a smaller person did it. Nia Jax, again, I don't think I should need to preface this, Conrad, but I'm going to just in case. I think Nia Jax is a beautiful woman. I'm not disrespecting. Conrad, we get that, right?
You've said it 1,000 times. I think at this point.
There should be a point where I don't have to preface things with disclaimers, right?
Well, you know how the wrestling world is, though.
All right, so to be safe, that's why I'm prefacing it with the disclaimer. But she's a stocky woman. She doesn't brace herself. When she falls, her feet are in the air. How is that safe?
Brother,
I'm just saying, don't forget that I'm the one who brought it up. when somebody ends up with a cracked face or a bruised sternum, cracked ribs, just remember I brought it up because it makes me very uncomfortable.
Yeah. And like I said, I think this is Nia's. She's having the run of her life. They got her with Tiffany Stratton. We'll keep our eyes peeled. It would have been cool if she was on the show. At Bash at Berlin. Once again, like I said, those couple extra matches could have added some oomph to the card, we'll say. NXT No Mercy happened yesterday. We kind of touched on all of this. Jada Parker, I think, definitely deserves a standing ovation for her performance. I thought that she really stood out. If you were asking like who had a great performance, shocked by some of the results. And hey, a TNA guy got a win. What do you know? Zachary Wentz beat Wes Lee. Obafemi, that guy, star. Use him. Burn that NXT Level Up promo. I never ever want to see that again on TV. I don't want to see it on Twitter. Flag anyone who reposted it. I don't want to see that ever again. I don't want to hear his nice guy voice ever again. I just want to hear the stern talking to that he gives people. Tony D'Angelo, I thought, did well. Joe Hendry got a great reaction. And I'm sure we're getting Ethan Page and Trick Williams coming up.
I have zero issues with this pay-per-view. I thought they knocked it out the park.
NXT's usually fun. It's usually fun. You can't really go wrong with it. Halloween Havoc's coming back on the 27th, I believe. You just told me, right? Yeah, the 27th.
Yes, sir.
So Halloween Havoc's back. That would be a cool main roster show. I'm surprised they didn't want to, take that. Going to the chat real quick. Dominus has a question. Is Netflix just getting Raw Monday night, or are they getting the pay-per-views with it? If you are an international fan, I believe the pay-per-views are coming with it. I'm not sure where you're located, Dominus, but if you want a prediction from myself, I don't know if Sean wants to co-sign this. I do think Netflix will get it after the Peacock deal is up a year into their Netflix deal. If things are going good, I think Netflix lobbies to get all of the WWE library.
Not only will I agree, I think that's the best possible scenario, honestly. I'll take it a step further. I'm sad that it's not going to be that way now. I'm sad that it's not crossing over right away.
Listen, y'all, check our batting averages. I just want y'all to know. Mm-hmm. Sean predicted something super ridiculous last year. Go back to our New Year's shows, and we make these predictions. Sean said something, and I was like, what? And he's like, count up the defenses. And I was like, how did you know that exact number? And he was just like, listen, when you've been watching it.
Student of the game, big dog.
Yes, I see people giving Nia some compliments. Dom, just Raw. Okay, thank you for people answering it. Nobody went to a local medical facility. Stop using that language. Stop. We're out of this. I'm jumping all the way back down. UFC WWE equals TKO group. That is true. UFC deal is up soon too with ESPN Plus. Yeah, I could see them possibly switching it up if they can get a better deal. Yes, I love it. Terrell says that's why NBA didn't sign with Amazon. Television always wins. That's true. I think Netflix gets all the PLEs, but I think they are going to vault all the past stuff. I don't understand why they've been doing this. Oh, hold on. I see you, Quills. I got to go to McKinney. McKinney about to get at me. I've been telling y'all for months, NXT, 8.9 show for me. And yes, I'm a little biased. So what?
Just give me my money.
Why? Let's get into a little rumor here before we get into our last thing for WWE. Odyssey Jones from Sean Ross App. Odyssey Jones is no longer listed on the WWE roster page. I got a message yesterday saying I should ask if there was a change in his status, but I haven't heard back from WWE yet. Talent I've talked to have been surprised by him being off the roster page, and we were told he's not at Raw. When the glasses come off, it's time to be serious. I told Sean I'm going to try not to yell about this because it's not guaranteed. If someone has news, save me now. I'm going to go off the premise that we don't know this. I am going to give Nick Khan, Triple H, and everyone the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to hope that nothing is wrong and that things are okay. But if I find out that you have removed this person, and there's not a good reason behind it, and this is just some, well, kid, had to save money on the budget, I'm going to yell. I'm going to leave it at that, Sean. I'm going to put a pin in this. I'm going to come back and take the pin out in a few. If I find out that you released Odyssey Jones for no good reason, there will be a rant. I don't know if I can promise profanity will be kept at a minimum, but there will be a rant because I'm tired of this. I'm tired of these games, and I'm tired of who you pick and choose, and I'm wondering how some people get to stay around. I don't get it. Like, I really don't. Someone's got to teach me what value is hanging around here because I don't get this stuff. But we got money for the highest gates, right? We got money for the highest gates, but we don't have money to sign people and stuff. And that's going to come back in a minute, too, in our last topic for the news section.
Also kind of weird how people can't lose in their hometown unless they're Sasha Banks and Zelina Vega.
Netflix, Sean, we might end up having to review this. We'll see. They are coming out from executive producer Bill Simmons, Chris Smith, and executive producer of Tiger King. They're coming up with Mastermind Madman, a Netflix documentary series on Mr. McMahon, only on Netflix, September 25th. Does anyone truly believe that this isn't gonna cover anything? WrestleNomics has already reported Janelle Grant was not reached out to, nor her lawyers. And why would they comment so that something could be spun into this and changed around? But Netflix has a deal with WWE. How truthful is this going to get?
This is not going to be the scathing type of thing that we're hoping it would be, where it's actually a revealing story of his career. We're going to get the very bare minimum. This is very similar, guys, to my New York Giants being the subject of Hard Knocks. And it was an HBO presentation, but the New York Giants were executive producers. Did you really think that they were going to talk about everything regarding Saquon Barkley and his departure to Philadelphia? Do you really think they were going to talk about behind-the-scenes development and discipline problems? No, because the New York Giants were the executive producers. As Conrad just brought out, WWE just signed a deal with Netflix. That means WWE is in business with Netflix. In what world do we think that this documentary is going to make their founder look poor? It's not going to make him look good. It's probably going to be middle of the road. Well, Vince McMahon has had some unconventional and maybe some uncomfortable business practices. Vince McMahon's possibly had some issues that maybe have given some people some reason to raise eyebrows, but they're not going to go too deep into detail because it doesn't make any sense to them.
And they've been working on this even before this happened.
There you go.
By the way, this is by the same people who made the Andre the Giant documentary, who they have to go to for the footage. Hey, WWE, need you because that every time. I thought the Andre doc was interesting. I don't think they fully went into everything behind the scenes too.
That was good. That was good, but there wasn't really a negative story to tell.
There were stories, but some of the people aren't here anymore to either give their side of it or, look up Bad News Brown if you want to know what I'm talking about. Don't say we don't educate you on this show. We give you a lot of education, and some of this stuff is a little felonious, B. We'll say that.
That's why I said, I don't know if everybody was listening, but I said everybody thinks that it's a foregone conclusion that you win if you're in your hometown. Well, Sasha Banks didn't when she fought Charlotte Flair, and Zelina Vega didn't. What's the commonality here? I'll let you think about that.
The Queen of Villains, the series on the heel Japanese female wrestler, comes out September 19th as well. Thank you, Matt. Yes, we should highlight that as well. I will definitely try to check that out. McKitty says, yes, the Odyssey Jones issue is totally worth a rant because why in the Whole Foods fork would you present him to us? He gets a good response in one night. We want more, and now he's gone. WWE explain. Yeet.
That's what...
I had to. I'm just saying, bro. Why? Speaking of yeets, let's switch to AEW. This is the crossover portion I was talking about. WWE.
Who the hell do you think you are?
I didn't even get to the comment.
Who the hell do you think you are? Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, Conrad.
Here's the alleged rumor that a lot of people are reporting. WWE feel that Swerve Strickland's new high-paying AEW contract is bad for the business, as it's so far over what WWE would perceive the market value to be.
And you wonderful people, I mean that sincerely, wonderful people who watch this show for 105 weeks in a row, and God willing, another 105. You guys wonder why I have issues with World Wrestling Entertainment? You guys wonder why I have issues? This is not just about Jey Uso, even though it's bullcrap. This is not just about predictable match outcomes, which is bullcrap. Who the hell are you to be talking about another man's contract? Are you serious? And I want to say it, and a black man at that? Who do you think you are? That is disgusting. That is disgusting for somebody, whoever it may have been, within the confines of World Wrestling Entertainment to fix their stupid mouth to comment about Swerve Strickland getting too much money. Are you kidding me?
I'm putting a quote from Rob in the chat. To quote Rob, stop pocket watching. It ain't your business why Tony Khan's spending money on who he wants and who he knows he wants to keep around. WWE has gotten away. I tried to say this, and I don't know if you guys realize.
I'm gonna let you go, Conrad. I'm disgusted. I don't even think you, my brother, understand the levels of how disgusted I am with this. This is crossing the line, Conrad. Please go. I'm sorry, brother.
The absolute way that I want to tell people something, and I want them to understand this because I have to explain this to people often. It's not that like, oh, Conrad's super AEW focused and stuff. Do I like AEW? Yeah, of course. They were there for me when WWE let me down. Am I saying WWE's bad now? No, it's much better. It's better. But at that same token, we had a gap from WCW. We can count TNA, and there were times where I appreciated TNA more than WWE even back then. There have been issues and gaps in between. How much money do you think you're going to offer Zack Ryder while he's sitting there if no one else wants him? You could pay him whatever you want. You could be like, say you're $600,000 to Zack Ryder. Hey, heck of a play. I'm doing good.
$600,000. If there's no market, you could pay him $60,000.
Right. But here we go. And didn't they just say, WWE, how much money they made from the PLE? These are the highest grossing things. What are you spending your money on? Is it the rumored, are you going to develop another PC? I hope you don't plan on pulling those people out of Florida. And this is even for the WWE talent, Sean. Listen to me. If they are going to try and do another PC, number one, I hope they don't cancel the Florida one and they're going to try and move all of everyone to Las Vegas. Maybe it's for tax reasons. I don't know if they're going to give them a break on that, but maybe you're going to have two PCs. Great. That's fine then. If that's what you want to do, set up your little territories and do what you're going to do. I want to say this. Swerve Strickland getting the bag is no one's issue but Swerve Strickland's. I don't understand why there was a need to even see comments like that. And maybe WWE didn't make them. I don't know. But it's very weird that this is leaked out. Like, oh, Tony Khan spending money poorly. This is what I'm talking about with PR activity. I've been saying this for freaking weeks and months. I want people to smarten up. And I know you guys get it. But tell wrestling fans this. When I see stupid arguments on Twitter about, oh, CM Punk deserved to be fun. I don't care about none of that. Get smart when it comes to this. These people are playing you, dog. They are playing you with these stories. Don't read the whole story for what the article says. Go back and what's the purpose of this article? What is the desired outcome that they want? I'm trying to get people to think like this. Okay, they want you to be upset and think, oh, we shouldn't have paid Swerve. But WWE just had the most money. They should be paying everybody. Everyone's pocket should be fat over there. Is it or is it not? It's times like this that make me think maybe Hulk Hogan shouldn't have snitched on Jesse Ventura. Maybe you should have just kept your mouth shut. But boys will be boys in pro wrestling, right? As they say. So it's stupid in my opinion. Very dumb. Very dumb. I don't know if you want to add anything else to this, Sean, before we go off, but Stop hating on Swerve. Stop hating on Mercedes. There's a pattern with this. It's a pattern. Why can't they get money? I don't get it. I don't see what the problem is.
I have been very critical of Mercedes Moné's current character in AEW, but that has nothing to do with her character as it relates to her being a human being and what she's earned. And the same thing goes for Swerve Strickland. How dare you fix your lips to talk about what they're making?
Remind me to tell you a funny joke after the show, Sean, about that Mercedes comment that you just made too. He said, Joe, who is this? Kessler, Daniel Garcia says Joe Hendry's the Deadpool of pro wrestling. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Don't forget, man, to put that Clash All Out hashtag in the chat. If you guys are trying to get that code, we're going to be giving it out at the end for the giveaway. So make sure you guys stay tuned, and we'll pick someone here for the code. We can't pay people the money they're worth. We're killing the business, but we keep raking the money on and telling you, fam. Hey, what's good, Viral Money? Appreciate you being in here, D Money. Appreciate you, fam. Thank you so much. LA Knight, didn't LA Knight just get re-signed on an extension with an upfront payment? Stop pocket watching. That's what I'm saying, man. Well, it's the Big Joe. Let's get into.
There's a word that comes to mind when it comes to WWE, but I can't say it because it's an accusation, and I refuse to use our platform to throw any accusation out there. But man, there's a theme to this stuff, Conrad.
Not a good look.
There's a theme. There's a theme, chat. There's a theme to the things that they're doing. There's a theme.
Speaking of themes, AEW All Out Saturday, September 7th, live on pay-per-view. I like the artwork for this show always. It's always got Chicago in the background. Really dope. Should be a fun show this upcoming Saturday. I know people always view this as like the little backlash kind of pay-per-view for them. We're using WrestleMania in the sense of All In is WrestleMania. This is Backlash. But they've got enough of a roster to go out there. Quilly, give me 1 second on your comment and I will go back. Some of it I cannot say though on here because I will get removed or demonetized. Hold on 1 second. I did see some of the comments rolling in though. I'll go back at the end here. Let's get into these matches. We have a Chicago street fight. Willow Nightingale, Chris Statlander, Stokely Hathaway. What are you doing here with this one, man? This one should be a little chaotic here. It's for, I believe, the CMLL Women's Championship as well, if I'm not mistaken. So,
yes, sir.
But CMLL won't sanction it. I forgot that's part of it. So, what do you make of this one, Sean?
I think Statlander, since the title's on the line, I think Statlander wins, even though there's not one match that comes up that Willow's in that I don't cheer for Willow. I would love to be wrong because I love me some Willow, but I think in this particular situation, Statlander gets the victory.
I'll go opposite of you. I think I'm going to take Willow right now. Okay. If you're asking me who's winning, give me Willow Nightingale. I just think that she's going to get her moment in the sun. And Willow, that's the worrisome thing. Willow said, who's had the most street fights in AEW Women's Division history? It's me. Should be good. I think Stokely might even get his in this match as well. Good spine buster by Stokely, by the way. I'll give you.
He did good. He did good at All In. He did good.
He did good until Ishii caught him. And yes, Jocelyn, in both companies, they are still considered independent contractors. It's just one person probably takes care of more things than the other side. Appreciate it, man. Issa, look at how big Swerve is in the pic. Bully Ray, there's proof. Let's talk about which match should we get into next here. Let's get into MJF Daniel Garcia. They are going with this match. I like this new streak for Daniel Garcia. Derek mentioned it on the AEW reviews, which you can catch 10:10 every Wednesday night when we do Dynamite reviews.
Shout out to them.
What do you think, man? What do you think of Garcia's kind of new? He's not dancing. I haven't seen any dancing. He looks a little more serious.
I love it. I love the more serious outlook that he has. And I think that he should win this match. And
I try not to give away too much because he's a local wrestler from my area. Like Sean could probably mention people from like Creative Pro, things like that. Sure. MJF's from his area. Like, I know how good this person is. I know how good they can be. And sometimes, they're dancing, it's corny. I'm like, let's see what he does with it. He got it over. And now, they were calling him Main Event Garcia on Dynamite for a reason. He was main eventing a lot.
I feel like Garcia should win this match. I'm going to predict that he will win. I'd be surprised, though, if I'm right. I mean, I think that MJF winning probably makes more logical sense. But I think with everything that's going on storyline-wise, Garcia should come out victorious. And I'm going to predict that he comes out victorious. I'm going with my heart instead of my head on this one.
Right? Let me see here. Castlar says Christian and MJF are giving good heel promos. I agree. And Leezy agrees with you. He thinks Stat's winning. Hopefully Willow gets the W, but more than likely Statlander gets the W due to Stokely being there. Garcia, I feel, should win this one, Matt says. However, the outcome might determine if he's re-signed with AEW. Sean, do you want to make a last plea to Daniel Garcia before he makes a decision on where he's going?
Don't leave, please. Please, the grass is not always greener. You know what green? You know what's also green? Dirty water.
Come on.
Water with fungi is also green. Mucus is green.
Oh my goodness. Garcia is a joke in AEW, Joel says. I don't know if you've seen him lately. He didn't feel like a joke when he was choking MJF out. He put him in a front face like an MJF went limp. That doesn't seem like a guy that they're making a joke. People are laughing at the dirty water comment. Please credit Sean. He needs his character to be finessed. What do you mean by that, Joel? What more finesse could they do?
Exactly. Didn't they already make a change?
Yeah. I feel like he's not dancing. He's coming out there. He is crushing it. Like they said, I think we're going back to Red Death Daniel Garcia. He's going to come out there with the towel. He's no nonsense now. Garcia wins from a hidden blade that will pop out. Hey, I don't know if he's coming back into this. He's got another big match to worry about that we're going to get into here momentarily.
Leezy says slime is green.
I almost mentioned that company. I won't mention it.
The point is, a lot of nasty, undesirable thing. The bread in the refrigerator or the bread in your countertop that is gone bad. What does it turn, Conrad?
Bluish green. Don't ever hand someone a moldy piece of bread. Just know that. We have the TBS Women's Championship here. We have Mercedes Moné versus Hikaru Shida. I really like this matchup for Moné. Sean, I want to mention this. New Japan Collision Show. I don't know if you had a chance to catch it. I only caught the highlights of it, so I didn't see the entire show. Heard it was a good show. By the way, if we're paying money for New Japan World, why don't we get this with it? Like, sometimes I don't understand that, but I know they try to keep them separate, but I would really consider putting that on there. Mercedes Moné, Hikaru Shida. This match was made. It's happening. And I think this is going to be a lot better. Her match with Momo on that show, fantastic, Sean. Night and day. Look at me. Look at me. Night and freaking day. And I'm going to save my off-air joke for you afterwards because there was a funny comment made about this, but fantastic match. And I think we're going to get the same here. Shida has kind of been the ace. She's the one person you can always count on. Go out there and do your thing. Put on a good match. Shida's there. I like this. I think it's a good matchup for Shida.
Cheese that has gone bad is green. I can go all night. That's another thing she said.
By the way, we're getting a question about TNA Emergence as well. I liked Emergence. I thought it was really good. I love the Iron Man match. That was the highlight of the night to me. And I know some people will be happy about who came out after. JBL, what is he doing here? Where you been for 20 years, pal? Like, don't show up now. So he came out there, whispered something to Nick Nemeth. I'm interested. I'm also going to be honest with TNA, since we're talking about what New Japan should do. TNA getting rid of the $1 subscription might mean I'm not going to be watching TNA's weekly product as much. Not going to lie.
They're doing too much. Don't start feeling yourself because you sold out a couple of pay-per-views. Don't start feeling yourself, TNA.
Hey, that's on them because I don't have access to their.
You didn't go from 1 to 2. You went from 1 to 10. That's a bit of a jump.
Hey. Quill says Mercedes Moné, Hikaru Shida. I love both these women. Still great in the ring, but I believe Mercedes will retain. I agree. I assume you're on the same route here.
Absolutely.
Shida Mercedes, Emleezy says, with the pay-per-view time should be a banger. I think Mercedes wins, but every time Shida's in the title match, she makes it clear she will lose. She usually surprises us. That's true.
100.
T-Ferg, I don't know what you were trying to put in there. JBL showed up at GCW2 and attacked Effie. Get your matches in, JBL. I don't know what he's doing. JBL can go. Quilly, I can't say that on air.
You can say it the way he said it.
You can go, you know what himself.
He worded it the right way. He was respectful. Shout out to Quilly for wording. Quilly put some PG on that rated R.
I know. Y'all got to be careful, though. I might slip up. So I'm trying to be good here. The World Championship subscription price for TNA is ridiculous, Matt says.
It really is.
For all the hate Mercedes gets, why does it seem like most of the top women's matches in... That's where Big Daddy Kush stands.
100.
Why do all the...
100.
Hold on. Let's finish that because I know some audio listeners probably like, what are they saying? Why do most of the top women's matches in WWE involve her? I think the greatest women's match in WWE happened on NXT involving her and Bayley. I just feel that way. TNA numbers are about to go down, taking away that 99-cent subscription. Highly disappointed when I got the email refunded. Yeah, me too. TNA getting them WWE checks that they used to give Paul Heyman. Listen, I'm going to tell you guys something real smart real quick. Sean, what year did WWF and ECW start working together?
1995.
No, I think you were right, 7.
I was going to say 7, but it started at 95. It started in 95.
Is that what? Maybe Heyman's reported that. I don't know when it started, but I want you to...
The original invasion was 1997.
Let me say this. What was the purpose of WWE helping ECW? Now, I need you to get maniacal for a second, people.
Oh, I can tell you what it is.
Help the bottom person fight with the competition that's closer to you so that they can go against each other, drag each other down. You financially can't compete with me, and you can go fight with them in court over stupid stuff.
And then once you do topple the other guy, you steal all the talent that you originally borrowed.
What are we learning here? Every time.
WWE's so nice to lend TNA their talent. WWE's so cool to sit up here and work with TNA. WWE is setting TNA up as we speak.
McKinney says Shida versus Monet looks good. Hopefully they give us another women's division banger, but Monet will retain with a little help from her muscle. Could happen that way. BJ doesn't want me to turn into Ron Burgundy. E says 97. I thought it was 97. Sean might be right, though. It might be 95.
95 is when it was Mabel in the main event scene with Undertaker and going back and forth after like one of the Survivor Series or whatever, and Diesel and stuff. And that's when Sandman and Tommy Dreamer and Paul Heyman were sitting in the crowd In Your House.
Yeah. Original Invasion was Mind Games 96 in Philly. There you
go. There you go.
WWE helped ECW because he wanted to sign ECW talent. Oh, yeah, but he also wanted to use it to hurt WCW. This is what I'm talking about, though. Like, just think of why they're doing it. Heyman was sued Bischoff like crazy. That's how they got Cactus Jack. Yep. Maybe Scott D'Amore saw the writing on the wall. Could be. World Championship match. I've been curious to know how Sean feels about this one. Bryan Danielson taking on Jack Perry. I get 2-week build. Danielson probably needs a quick person to beat. And there is history behind this. Jack Perry was the one who pinned him, going back to our Double or Nothing review, Sean. Jack Perry pinned Danielson in that match. So he kind of has like I beat you. I can beat you again. So, but this also feels like we're in Chicago. Let's
CM Punk vibes.
Yeah. Please stop doing this. Please.
I don't like it. But I mean, it is what it is. I don't like it though.
I don't want it to main event the show. I'll say that. Is that fair to say?
I don't know what other match would. I don't know what other match would.
Main event over this match, or are you saying
right? I think it's going to be main event by default.
Oh no, I have it lined up how I would have it go.
Oh, okay.
For the main event. Let's get into. This is the match that I know people are going to get mad at me and Shaw for, but I don't gotta even say nothing. I don't even gotta say nothing. What are you gonna say to me?
Nothing.
What are you gonna say to me?
Nothing to say.
Oh, let me tell you about this match that we got coming up on SmackDown this week compared to this. Listen, if Will Ospreay and Pac are gonna go full, like nothing's holding us back, no restrictions. They've had matches before. They've only gotten better.
Every time.
Dude, Ricochet came on TV. I think Ricochet was being a jerk on purpose on TV. He was like, nah. He was like, I'm not even going to do a high-flying move in this match. No 450s, nothing. I don't need to because I can wrestle. If I wanted to, I could wrestle. I'm just showing you what I can do. And he didn't do anything. And he just
There you go, Triple H.
Hey, that was ridiculous, too. I was like, all right, Ricochet, you need to calm it down, sir. He's been feeling himself. Them Twitter fingers.
I loved it. It made my heart sing.
I just see Sean around the house just.
Oh, it felt so good to see Ricochet do that. That was for Paul Levesque, and he deserves more than that, actually.
Man, love it. Sorry, I'm getting some feedback. We need Mercedes versus Saraya. You could play into that feud. That might be a TV feud. I don't know. Well, Saraya still got Jamie Hayter on the lineup. I wouldn't be surprised if that's added to this.
It could be, but then again, that could be a Dynamite match also.
E said Danielson could be bigger and more centered on that graphic. Stop. Leave bully. No more Bully Ray promotion here. And that's kids what you call big business. It's chess, not checkers. Now, I hate World Championship match, but I think Brian doing this is to help him get main event ready down the road. Yeah. They obviously have big hopes for Jack Perry. I will agree with that. Danielson, Jack Perry, this should be a very good match. We all know this is filler due to being in Chicago. Reasons like that, Danielson will retain. I agree. I agree.
Quilly, I agree.
We got Ospreay chants from Matt. Who are you taking in that match? I think it's Ospreay, right?
The best wrestler alive today.
And you know what's crazy? Can I say this? I say this about a lot of people. Sean, do you ever have those back pocket people? Like, remember when Foley won the world title for the first time? That was like a back pocket pick. Like, you know what? Let's just switch it up tonight. Why not? Why not? Pac's one of those people for me. I think he could be the world champion. If he shows like he's going to be reliable and stuff like that, I could see like, you know what? Let's get Pac the world title tonight. Why? Why not? Why not? Who's it going to hurt?
I wouldn't be mad at it. I wouldn't be mad.
Eddie Kingston's another one. I wouldn't give him the belt for like 2 years or anything like that, but why not? Give Eddie Kingston the title.
You mean you give the title to a hot hand even if you don't have to keep it on him for many, many months in a row? What a revolutionary idea, Conrad.
Yeet. Yeah, I would absolutely do that. We're definitely gonna start sneaking the yeets in when it's a Jey Uso.
Whenever it applies. Oh, you think it's good to have the guy who's selling the most merchandise be on your television show?
But what I'm saying is, Sean, it doesn't hurt to do it sometimes. Though.
No, not at all.
It doesn't hurt. Like, go ahead, do it. I'm not saying give him the biggest world title run and let this dude demolish everybody. Give him the belt. Let's see what happens.
I agree.
AEW's in shambles, right? Okay, well, give someone the title. See what happens.
Let's do something different other than see Cody Rhodes face Mick Carter's every week.
Everyone says that we're I love Quills wrote this. Whoa, we're so elevated. He's singing the song. Mercedes versus Hayter would bang. We gotta wait though. We gotta wait.
They definitely would.
If Bryan Danielson doesn't stomp the poo out of Jack Perry, I'm not looking for a match or Jack Perry getting any real offense. Just stomps to that curly-headed person, will say, and tap him out. See how I gotta read this good? Just 2 weeks, Oos.
It wouldn't matter if it gamble. It wouldn't bother me if it was 2 hours. It wouldn't bother me if he won the title at 8 o'clock and lost it at 11. It wouldn't bother me one bit. And it's not like they haven't done that before to get Triple H an extra title reign. Don't get me started. Don't get me started, No Mercy 2008. Don't get me started. 4 title changes in one night. I wish I
ordered that show. Did you know that?
Did you? Okay.
Mm-hmm. I ordered that show. Well, because the original was supposed to be John Cena versus Randy Orton. And he was on that long reign. I was like, I want to see if Randy Orton does it. I'm like, Randy Orton should be the champ.
And by the way, I was wrong. It was No Mercy 2007, but you get the idea.
I'm sorry. Yes, that was the same show though.
No. What are you saying sorry for? I'm the one who messed up.
No. But I'm messing you up talking in the middle of it. I do have to do the Bob Holly one time for BJ though. If you guys don't know, does anybody have any good ideas back here? Bruce Pritchard walking around. Anybody got some good ideas of what we could do? We're taking creative from people on site right now. Bob Holly, I got an idea. What's your idea, Bob? Make me the world champ. All right, Bob, then what are you going to do? You make me the champion, I beat everybody. Bob Holly was dead serious and walked away.
At least he shot for the fences. He swung for the fences.
And this was when Bob Holly was like tag team champion.
Hey, Sean, what do you think we should do at your current job? I don't know, make me the CEO?
Yes! Let's do it!
All in favor?
T-Ferg, why has Malachi, Brody King, and Buddy Murphy not held singles titles? I want Malachi versus Ospreay. I don't know, T-Ferg. There's been a lot of stories. Someone said Malachi was injured and the trios matches were helping him nurse a back injury. I don't know what's true.
What a revolutionary concept, T-Ferg. You think Malachi Black is doing well on television and pay-per-views? And you think he should be rewarded with a championship? What a wild, outlandish idea. Yeet.
The chat knows. Yeet. To get Cena an extra title reign as well on Raw.
Yes, that's right, Guy will be able. That's true.
Facts. You want good ideas, contact Conrad Cushman and Sean Hubbard.
God bless you, Quilly.
I am open for business. Paul, send the checks. Tony, send the checks. We don't get paid.
What? You give me one SmackDown or one Raw, I bet you it's a better show than anything you've seen in a year. And I'm dead serious. Let me and you, I would even say it probably both of us.
I want that WrestleMania 40 life, dog. That's where I want to get tagged in. I got who? Oh, yeah. I could do whatever I want. Got it.
Oh, Triple H is such a genius. What a great job he did at WrestleMania 40. Who does he have to work with? Oh, The Undertaker, The Rock, John Cena, The Usos, Solo Sikoa. Wow, what a great creative job by Paul Levesque. He's a freaking genius. Suck it!
Sorry, I always have to do that when I hit that. Steel cage match. I think this should be the main event of the show. I'm not even joking, Sean.
You know what? I'm not mad at you.
This is what I would have main event the show. This match has the most heat behind it, the most juice. MJF and Garcia is close. Chris Statlander, and I get it. There's juice behind those, but this has got some hatred behind it for what they have built up to. This is going to be
a revolutionary idea. What a revolutionary idea. I don't know, the hottest storyline on TV, on your television show. Let's have it be the main event of a pay-per-view because you have two guys that are both on top of their game, one as a heel and one as a babyface. What a revolutionary idea. I don't know why I wouldn't have thought of that. Yeet.
Right? McKinney said Malachi has debunked those rumors. I have no idea then what's going on with Malachi. I got zero clue. Somebody's drinking blood, he said. Could be. Hangman's got to get that hate up out of his heart. Nah, that's what's been driving him. What do you do here, Sean? I would like for Swerve to go over, but I feel like Hangman needs to win so that he can stop. Like, how long is he going to continue that I'm obsessing over you thing? Like, how long are we going to do this, bro?
This is tough for me. You know why? I love Swerve so much, I don't want him to ever lose. But in this case, it's like probably storyline-wise, it would be more conducive for Hangman to win. But it wouldn't be bad if Swerve won either. You know what? I'm saying Swerve.
You could do it where Swerve wins and he continues this path of like.
I'm going Swerve wins. That's what I say. Swerve wins.
Okay. Now in the back layer of things, we still have Darby Allin, who is owed a world title shot at Grand Slam coming up here at the in a couple weeks here. He will be facing Danielson or Jack Perry. Eye roll, if you guys can't see it on the audio version, for the World Championship. We got Wrestle Dream coming up. Pacific Northwest, Darby, Danielson, Swerve, all could be in the mix at that time. Things could get a little interesting with that. Like you said, this is the unpredictability, though. I don't know what's going to happen.
What a revolutionary idea! What a revolutionary idea! Something that's not predictable on pay-per-view. Something that you can't see coming a mile away. Unbelievable idea to you, Conrad. Where did you ever come up with that? I don't know. Maybe because you have a brain?
I'm just saying. I will always, you know where I land on this. I will say it's not bad to be predictable. I knew Austin was winning the 98 Royal Rumble, everybody. I got it. I'm glad Rock was in at the end. It's okay. He's going to do something with him in the future, but we knew who was. I didn't think it was going to be Savio Vega or Los Periquas or DOA. I didn't think they were winning the Rumble, guys.
But you know what's also a revolutionary idea? The fact that Stone Cold Steve Austin was the hottest wrestler in the company. So what's the right thing to do? I don't know.
Not put Kane in the Rumble so that he can suck away the momentum. Hey, just saying.
You know what? Let's have the fake Razor win the Royal Rumble just to throw everybody off track.
Quill says,
if you people don't realize that me and Conrad could do a better job writing this television in our sleep than the guy they have running the ship, there is something wrong with you. Because these are not revolutionary ideas. This is common freaking sense.
Got a lot of egos to deal with too, I'm sure. Quill says Adam Page versus Swerve Strickland. I'm going for Swerve. He doesn't need any more losses right now. He'll be fine though. I think Hangman has to do something dastardly to get the win. Like he looked desperate to get this win. Like you piece of garbage. I'm okay with it. I'm predicting Hangman takes the win here. Swerve versus Page should main event. I don't think Swerve should win this match. And here's the thing, like Sean said, I'm actually cheering for Swerve in my heart though. But
you know what? You're right. I mean, logic tells me that Hangman should win. I'm cheering for Swerve, but I'm on my official prediction.
But I feel like it's going to be Swerve Danielson at Wrestle Dream. Like something's telling me that a rematch is happening.
What a revolutionary idea! Swerve in his hometown facing Daniel Bryan in his hometown, and we don't know who's going to win. What a revolutionary idea!
Yo, why did E write this? Bury the Cowboy, night, John Wayne. Hangman has to win, otherwise it's a completely one-sided feud, Clown says. But Clown, the one-sidedness gives Hangman character. This is the most enjoyable thing Hangman's done since, I'm going to say this and you can correlate the dates with whatever you want, Double or Nothing 2022. The most meaningful thing he's done since then. King, what's good? He said Triple H got into Malachi Black's head just like the other talent, brainwashing them with the lies. Look at Dragon Lee. Triple H said he was going to make him the new Rey Mysterio Jr. Laugh emoji. Not wrong. Hangman stalking like a crazy ex. Let's see. I don't know here. Let's see. going into Joel. Thank you for the $1 super chat, my brother. That just popped up. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. If you got a question or something, feel free to throw it in. We'll be sure to answer it. What about Mil Mascaras, or was that not 1997? That was 90. Which Rumble did he eliminate himself from? You're on mute.
No Mascaras was 97.
Yeah. My cousin ordered that show. I remember watching. I love the fake Razor and Diesel.
Revolutionary idea.
Hold on, Joel. We might have to flame Joel here for a second. What do you mean you love fake Razor and Diesel? No one says that. Best thing ever. Hey Sean, drop that NWOBT. Oh, that was for the dollar super chat.
Wow! Wow! New world order. New world order.
Scott Norton has told me Vicious and Delicious is the best tag team since Fire and Ice. BJ says, I'm a Hangman fan. I love Swerve and I want Swerve to win. Let's go. Hangman, I would honestly, I would want Swerve as AEW World Champion going into the Tokyo Dome for Wrestle Dynasty. I would love that.
What a revolutionary idea!
I like Hangman's character just on the edge. Could be fun to watch if done right. Hubs is going off the rail. Pure entertainment gold.
Guys, let me know if what a revolutionary idea should be the next T-shirt. Because the Snap Famous T-shirt is available right now. Snap Famous is available right now.
Let's run through Monday Night Raw, and then we're gonna announce the winner of this contest, and we'll go through it. Let's get it. Raw tonight. There've been some adjustments. There've been some adjustments to the show. Bronson Reed is out. I don't know if they found a replacement yet, but we do have some potential on this card, though. You got Sheamus, Ludwig Kaiser. You got Ilya Dragunov, Dragon Lee, and Dominic. I'm interested to see how that match goes. Is this a mixed trios match, or is this one-on-one? The Gable versus his old crew here.
No, it looks like it's Maxine Dupree versus what's her name?
Ivy Nile.
She's definitely Snap Famous. Yep.
It looks like we may have a number one contendership match here. I could see Io and Kyrie challenging for the women's tag titles next. I don't think that Alba Fire and Isla Dawn are getting another rematch right now. I'm tired of that matchup, I'm sorry to say. Mm-hmm. Bianca and Jade are going to be on Raw. Good for them. Remember, no questions about AEW from the backstage reporters. And Shayna Baszler versus Zelina Vega. Zelina, I wish you well. Other than that, I don't have anything else to add. I guess it's time to figure out who won this contest here. So once again, we were looking at everyone who has put it in to the chat. And yeah, it's been a good one here. So one last time, if you could, put hashtag Clash All Out into the chat. And let me know. Mike
Feezy, make sure you DM me on Instagram so I can send you the code for Bound for Glory.
Yes, Mike, you definitely already have won TNA's Bound for Glory.
What a revolutionary idea! I love it.
Yeah, King. That was out of context as well. The that photo that I had seen. Just so no one's reporting that and saying that. Maxine Ivy Niles 1-on-1. Who's Vicious and Delicious? Could they beat the Ding Dongs? Ask Buff and Scott Norton. Does spelling matter? Yeah, it depends.
Oh, I got it. Oh, okay. Here we go.
Let's see here.
That's it.
Let's see.
Guys, let me know if we should do a That's a Revolutionary Idea shirt. Oh, JJ already. Thank you, JJ. Jocelyn, you're so sweet.
I will put money on that on my card for that.
Well, there you go. You know what? That answers my question. That's a revolutionary idea coming soon. I'll have that ready for you guys by Bad Blood. I'll have that ready. I'll have my people start working on that. Conrad, we're rolling, kid. We're rolling.
Brother Sean. Let him know who won.
The last one. So, yo, we are really fired up about the contest. You know what I'm saying? Our boy Mike Feezy won the contest last week for Bound for Glory. And we want to do something. Do it for the ladies. Hey, do it for the ladies. Hey, do it for the ladies. Ladies and gentlemen, we are happy to announce that the winner of our AEW All Out contest, she will be watching the show for free, courtesy of Clash of the By God podcast. She deserves it. Jocelyn, congratulations. That is a revolutionary idea. You win, Jocelyn.
Jocelyn, reach out to me for that one, and I will provide you with the information needed for AEW All Out. So get at me.
Congratulations to Mike from last week, Jocelyn from this week, and we got some more fire coming for you in the fall.
Yes, and yes.
You know what that is? A revolutionary idea.
Yes. CM Punk's on Raw tonight. There we go. CM Punk's probably going to begin his quest to become the World Heavyweight Champion.
Until Drew McIntyre messes everything up.
You know how that's going to go. Sean, quickly, let's get on out of here so these guys can get to Raw and we can get to dinner and getting ready tomorrow. I got to get ready for some schooling tomorrow, we'll say.
There you go. Same here. Listen, obviously, Conrad, we appreciate you for the greatness that you bring forth each and every week. It's been a pleasure doing this with you for 105 weeks, and we're going to keep the ball rolling. Big shout out to our chat. We appreciate each and every one of you guys. I used to run you guys down name by name and name everybody that's in the chat, but our chat has gotten so big that I can't do that, and we'd be here all night. So, everybody, we appreciate you for being here. Thank you for your continued support right here on Everything Pro Wrestling, as well as the Hubbard Wrestling Weekly channel. If you haven't subscribed to Hubbard Wrestling Weekly yet, please do so. If you're here watching right now and haven't subscribed yet to Everything Pro Wrestling, please do so. Make sure you check out Conrad and my guy Derek with their AEW review show Wednesday night at 10 p.m. And for the specials, the special events that we have coming up for Clash of the Podcast, I want you guys to remember that the Thursday, not before Survivor Series, but Thursday, November 21st, it's about 10 days before Survivor Series, we'll be back on Hubbard Wrestling Weekly for our Survivor Series Showdown Special. So we got a lot of stuff coming up. New Hubbonomics coming out with me and Conrad in October. You guys may be wondering, Sean, haven't seen a Hubbonomics in the last couple of weeks. That's because I'm holding off. Because in the first week of October, Conrad and I will be bringing you Hubbonomics. And that's going to be epic. So with that being said, once again, we love you guys. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for the support. Jocelyn, congratulations. Mike Feezy, congratulations. We got more fire on the way. God bless. Be encouraged. That thing called evil, it never prevails. And you know what that is? A revolutionary idea. See you next week, 6:05.